JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Hi guys. Before we go into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Cold front expected to impact Jamaica starting Monday. Jamaica is expected to become under the influence of a cold front by Monday night, according to the Met Service of Jamaica. According to the Met Office, the cold front, which is approaching from the west, will result in increased cloudiness and occasional showers across the island beginning over western parishes on Monday evening. Cooler than normal temperatures are expected on Tuesday and Wednesday, after which conditions are expected to gradually improve. Flooding associated with the cold front earlier this month resulted in billions of dollars in damage to infrastructure in western Jamaica. The unusual weather brought with it 15 to 20-foot waves and ravaged properties such as Pier 1 Restaurant and the newly constructed $1.3 billion Harmony Beach Park in St. James and the West End Road in Negril, Westmoreland. Murder tally surpasses 100 mark. Jamaica surpassed 100 murders since the start of the year, according to the latest serious crimes updates from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF. As of February 17, the country's murder tally stood at 122 homicides. This represents a 25% decline in murders year on year. At that point last year, 163 murders were committed. For the 2-week period of February 3 to February 17, a total of 39 homicides were recorded, according to crime statistics for the period. St. James 20, St. Catherine South 13, St. Catherine North 9, and the St. Anne, Clarendon, and the St. Andrew Central, with 8 murders each, are leading the 19 police divisions with homicides. Shootings are up 18% and injured persons reports have recorded 18 more year on year. Rape, robbery and break-ins have declined. Trelawney farmer allegedly chopped to death by cousin. A 59-year-old farmer was chopped to death allegedly by a male relative at his home in Sherwood Content, Trelawney, early Sunday. The accused, who is also a farmer, is now in police custody. The deceased has been identified as William Jenkins, otherwise called Samson. Jenkins was reportedly attacked around 3 a.m. His brother Mackenzie Bennett theorized that the alleged perpetrator looked like him climbed through the window and lay with my brother in the room. Them called me to come and look at my brother, and when me come, I couldn't look on his body. It was all covered with blood, he said. The accused man and Jenkins were neighbors. A woman who said she was a sister of the man accused of the crime said her brother was behaving in an unusual manner in recent days. From which him start behave like him mad, him burning him house and chopping dog. The chop was so bad, the police shoot the dog. Me feel it, cause I'm cousin, and me never hear them quarrel, she said. The Clarkstown police are investigating. Over $33,000 seized in Franklin Town, 6 arrested. The police on Sunday seized $33,400 in an operation in Franklin Town in Kingston. 6 people arrested in relation to the seizure. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. The seizure was made during an operation at a premises on Lacey Road. The police report that about 5:20 a.m., a team conducted a targeted raid and searched the premises on Fernandez Avenue and found a Glock 19 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 9mm cartridges in a bathroom. Another premises on Lacey Road was also searched and the U.S. currency were found. 6 people were taken into custody. 4 teenagers among 5 arrested after Gadget stolen from M Goly Primary. 4 teenagers and an adult were taken into custody after stolen laptops, tablets and snacks were found in their possession in 4 Manchester communities on Sunday. Police said the items recovered were believed to be stolen from the M Goly Primary School between February 9 and the 12 when the school was closed. 3 of the suspects are ages 15, 16 and 32, while 2 others are both age 17. A police source said between 11:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. targeted operations were conducted in Grove Place, Crawl, Litchfield and Gulf communities near M Goly. We recovered 6 of the laptops, 7 tablets, 5 cell phones, 3 laptop chargers, 14 Samsung chargers, a kitchen scale, and a box of snacks which were stolen from the school, the source said. Police are searching for a 6th suspect who they believe is the mastermind of the robbery. Policeman who said he shot in self-defense stuck behind bars. A policeman in a murder case is currently stuck behind bars because he has no one to bail him. Corporal Dion Carr was granted bail in the Home Circuit Court on February 1 in the sum of $1.5 million with sureties. However, efforts to get him out have been unsuccessful. I discovered recently that you cannot use any assets other than a land title to bail someone at the Supreme Court. It is wrong and unconstitutional, and I plan to challenge it in court, said Carr's attorney, Hugh Wildman. Land is not the only asset or property known to law, so if you have the most expensive motor vehicle, which is far in excess of the amount in the bail bond, you cannot use it to bail someone, added Wildman, indicting what he described as a policy at the Supreme Court. The lawyer said he has to be representing Carr free of cost because he cannot pay legal fees, and according to him, he is not getting any support from the Jamaica Police Federation or the government. Both the attorney and his client have expressed outrage that the cop was charged because they argue that he was acting in self-defense at the time of the incident. Carr is claiming that the case against him developed out of an attempt at revenge because he intervened in a shooting at a wholesale in Greendale, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on December 21, 2021. According to him, it was because of that incident that he was attacked by a group of men on August 19, 2022. Carr said he was off duty on December 21, 2021, when he saw some men shooting a security guard who ended up crippled because of his injuries. One of the men, Romario Thomas, fired at him, and he returned the fire and Thomas was shot. Thomas was subsequently charged with shooting with intent, wounding with intent, and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition after he turned up at a hospital seeking treatment for gunshot wounds. I was going to court in that matter until Thomas pleaded guilty to the charges, Carr said. Carr is claiming that on August 19, 2022, a relative of Thomas pointed him out to some men and they immediately fired shots at him. He said he fired back, and one of the men he claimed attacked him, Tajay Smith, was fatally shot. Following investigations by the Independent Commission of Investigations and a ruling by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Carr was charged in August 2023 with Smith's murder and for shooting with the intent of another man. Carr said he was shocked to be charged with shooting with intent at a man who he claims, along with his friends, first fired at him. He said so far, the man has not been charged with shooting with intent at him, and that was not fair. Carr was granted bail last year in the St. Catherine Parish Court in the sum of $500,000 with surety. He was on bail until he appeared in the Home Circuit Court this month and was re-offered bail in the sum of $1.5 million with sureties to return to court on May 29. Attorney at Law John Jacobs is also representing Carr. I can't believe I could be facing so many injustices because I could have lost my life during the incident, said the 51-year-old policeman who was 33 years service in the police force. He said he's the sole breadwinner for his family and has been suspended from duty without pay. He said he contacted the Police Federation, which represents rank-and-file members of the constabulary force, about his plight, but the response he got was that he could not assist him at this time with his legal representation. Some of Carr's seniors in the police force have described him as a hard-working and dedicated policeman. Man killed in confrontation at Hunts Bay Police Station identified. The police have identified the man who was shot and killed in an alleged confrontation on the compound of the Hunts Bay Police Station in St. Andrew on Saturday. He is Malachi Dawes, 19, of Olympic Way, Kingston 11. It is reported that Dawes was observed in the vicinity of the lockup pushing what appeared to be contraband inside. When confronted by the police, he allegedly opened fire at them. The police responded and he was fatally wounded. A Glock 17 pistol was recovered. The station is headquarters for the St. Andrew South Police Division. Several persons associated with him and from the general area may be housed there. He breached the permit offense at the back, a source said. The matter has been reported to the Independent Commission of Investigations, the police oversight body. A brawl involving prisoners and police broke out at the lockup on January 23 after a search yielded contraband that were hidden in the facility. A brawl involving prisoners and police broke out at the lockup on January 23 after a search yielded contraband that were hidden in the facility. At least 5 prisoners were injured. New conspiracy charges against Beatrice Stout and co-accused. Prosecution begins closing arguments. The mother of Tony McDonald wailed and ran out of court in tears today as the prosecution summed up its case in the murder of her daughter as it began closing arguments. Tonia's husband, Portland businessman Everton Beatrice Stout McDonald, and another man, Oscar Barnes, are being tried in the Home Circuit Court for her death. In making his closing arguments, the prosecution told the jury that Barnes used a knife to inflict stab wounds to Tonya. This caused her mother to descend into an emotional state and stormed out of the courtroom. Tonya's sister followed her outside in a bid to console their mother. The court heard that Tonya's partially burnt body was found in a deserted road in Sherwood Forest in Portland on July 20, 2020. Tonya, 32, whose throat was also slashed, had 9 other knife wounds. A contract killer, Denvelin Minot, who is serving 19 years in prison for his role in her murder, had testified that Beachy Stout hired him to kill his wife for $3 million, but that he passed on the work to Barnes. The trial has been presided over by Justice Chester Stamp. Earlier today, Stamp granted an amendment to the prosecution's indictment regarding conspiracy charges against the accused men. On February 5, the court freed McDonald and Barnes of conspiracy charges. A day after they were freed, prosecutors made an application for the indictment to be amended to reflect that McDonald conspired with Minot, who then conspired with Barnes to kill Tonya. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.